starts off.
Artem, how do you reflect on last weekend at Duluth? A lot of missed opportunities for you guys, and maybe didn't get the result that you wanted.
I think it's just ups and downs of the season. You know, every game you can view it as some missed opportunities, but also some goals that we've scored over the whole year. Like maybe we should have not scored, right? So same thing here. You know, there's been a couple maybe misses, but also we capitalized on some chances as well. So we don't view it as, you know, just the downs part. It's more of, you know, just kind of how the game goes and just go with it and stick with it and keep progressing with the team.
What's your game plan going into this weekend against the top opponent?
Western's a really good team. They're, I think, the third team in the country in the last poll, and they're really good in pairwise. So it's just a really good opportunity for us to elevate ourselves in the pairwise, get conference points. I think they're a heavy team, so we got to use our speed, but we also got to be relentless, you know, pucks battles, and that's what's going to make us successful this weekend.
Yes, they are a heavy team. How do you use your speed to beat that?
You just got to get to the pucks first, right? Don't let them, you know, like when there's, like, let's say there's a puck battle, right? They're physical, they're going to hit you, right? But that means they're not as fast. So we got to use our speed, get to pucks first, quick decisions, use our passing game, use our skill and transition to beat their heaviness.
This team's been pretty relentless and resilient all year. Third period on Saturday when that unfortunate goal goes in and it's a tie game. How did you see the bench respond for the rest of that game?
I think that's kind of like the maturity shows when that goes in. There's no like panic, and we just go back to playing 5-on-5 and, you know, keep kind of grinding them down, doing just the simple things. You know, there's no mental kind of errors in a row. Like you can have one of them and the puck goes in, tough bounce, nothing you can do about it, but there's no like the next shift, you know, we go back to putting the puck in their end, doing the right things. You know, there's no continuous errors. That's what can lead to like multiple goals against, stuff like that. So I think we're kind of past that point and we're a mature team now.
They have a top goalie tandem over at Western Michigan. What's kind of your guys' game plan going into this weekend to get pucks past them?
I think the biggest thing for us is traffic in front of the net. I think teams have been successful who has done that. And the other thing is, you know, you can be a really good goaltender and you can be whatever the record is. But Omaha just scored on Friday, I think 4 goals on them. So I don't know why we can't do the same thing.
You mentioned goals. You had 3 last weekend. How would you reflect on your personal weekend?
I think it's just great plays all around from our team. I mean, the first one, it's kind of funny because when we're watching the Canada game against Sweden, we're watching it, and they had a similar play, and they had really good players, obviously, like McDavid, Crosby, and I'm not saying we're those guys, but we're watching it, and our power play unit before the game on Friday, we're kind of talking about it, and it's a joke. Someone said, well, just do the same thing, it'll work. And, you know, it's kind of funny because Sills makes a great play down to Smalley, and Smalley makes a great backhand pass to me, you know, and I find an open net there, puck laying right in front of me, right? So kind of a funny coincidence. Then second goal, obviously Kurz makes a great play to me. I think me and him have been connecting pretty well lately, playing well together, just kind of understanding each other off and on the ice. The third goal as well, like, you know, Silly has been playing great the past, however, since probably Christmas, and he's been really good on the power play. His vision is unmatched. So him making it, you know, like a fake slap shot, slides it right to me again, empty, open net. Doesn't take much effort there. So really good plays by my teammates.
You mentioned you're building a rapport with Kerwin on the ice. How does his play kind of help your game?
I think he's just, you know, some people don't see him as a passer. Everyone sees him, you know, he has 19 goals, obviously, so like everyone sees him as a shooter, scoring goals, big body, but I think like what a lot of people miss is how well his brain works, how well he can pass the puck, but also like just take the play on Saturday when he gets that puck below the goal line, and he kind of finds me in the middle. Like a lot of guys would kind of just take it and possess it, and he kind of has that ability, I think, to get the puck and quickly make a decision before receiving the puck. So he pre-scans well, he sees well. I think he's been playing more a two-way role as well since Christmas, I believe. Like, I see a lot more of him winning battles, being an F1. So I think he's turning into a really complete player, and that people don't notice sometimes.
This weekend, freshman Colin Potter missed a couple open nets, and he was disappointed with himself. As a veteran, did you go up to him and kind of pump him up a little bit and put him more in a positive mindset?
I think it doesn't, there's, every guy has a game where maybe the puck doesn't go in the net, or maybe there's an obvious chance, like you said, and you miss the net, you don't score. But that just kind of like I said, your first question before, you just gotta remember there's been times where the puck shouldn't have gone in the net, and it did, and it's just gonna continue. It's a long season, there's games in front, and you just flush that shift, you go up to the next one. I don't take it too much as, when I was younger, maybe when I was like Potsy, I would take it personally too and take it serious. Oh, I didn't score, I had to score there, that's on me. But now it's more of there's gonna be a next opportunity, let's focus on the next one, let's flush this one, whatever happened, right? But I'm sure, he has a long college career in front of him. He's gonna we have a big weekend coming up, so I'm sure he's gonna be, a driver for us and a difference maker going forward for sure.
Just talking to Coach, he said that pressure is a privilege, and you guys are welcoming the top 5 team in here this weekend. What does it feel like from a player standpoint to play under that pressure?
I think that when you're a freshman and you're going into big games, you're kind of looking at it all we're playing a big team, a good team, but there's much more. And now when you're almost at the end of your college career, every game is special. You go out on the ice, and it doesn't matter if it's the top 5 team in the country or the last, the 60th team in the country. You go out there and you think that could be pretty much your last game in college. And with 4 regular season games left, I think it doesn't matter for us. We're just kind of cherishing our relationships with each other and trying to, extend our season as much as we can. And we're just given an opportunity against Western to have a good weekend and extend our season, put ourselves up in the pairwise, and make it, have a really good chance to be in the national tournament.
How important is getting an at-large bid for you guys versus winning the NCHC tournament to get the automatic qualifying?
I think that's the goal, is to win the NCHC, right? It's no more of oh, let's have home ice, or let's try to compete against this team or that team. I think we proved that, and now our goal is definitely try to win the regular season, try to win the NCHC, and what's good is if you win the NCHC, you're automatically in the tournament. Because you don't want to lose, I think it's weird when you lose a game in your conference tournament, and then you make it in pairwise, you make it to tournament, and then you don't play a game for a couple of weeks, and then you go in and play a game in the tournament. It just feels weird, I had a couple of friends who were in Michigan Tech. That was 2 years ago, and they lost to us at Northern, and they were 11 for 12 in the pairwise. They made it, and they didn't play a game in 45, 50 days before they played, I think, Penn State, and ended up losing 8-0. So it just feels 2 different seasons. And our number one goal is definitely, we're focused on Western, but our number one goal is winning the NCHC, the regular season title, and the playoff championship.
Last one.
What were a few things last weekend that you guys think that you guys need to clean up for this weekend specifically?
I think we just gotta have a little bit more patience making plays. I think we maybe had a little panic kind of with the puck. And Western's going to come heavy on the forecheck too, so just maybe a little bit more patience. I think our penalty kill has been good, but a couple just minor errors, and they capitalize on it. So just believing in ourselves again. I think we kind of got away a little bit from kind of thinking like we're a really good team, we have really good players, we have a good coaching staff. Like everything is out there for us. We just gotta believe in ourselves and do what we do best and focus on ourselves instead of focusing on the opponent.
Thanks.